What can I do for you? Safe travels. Good day to you. Have a good one. Looking for something specific?
Hey there. Safe travels. Hello. See you later.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
All right, where do we go? So, so I like going. Let's see, reset. I actually like going improved gouge because of the survivability options it gives you. Build 2 into lightning reflexes. We can max out precision. Then we're going to go into parry because I want to. Let's go ahead and get riposte. Strike that becomes activated parry opponent's deck. Then at level 25, we can either stay here in this tree. We can go for Malice, which is going to obviously increase our just crit chance. Or we can rush and try to get Ghostly Strike, which is a really nice ability. So this is like the ultimate, like, hey, what's up, Destratos? Thanks, Destratos. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. This is like the ultimate, like, defensive survivability build. Like, I haven't even picked up Malice yet, but like right here at level 36, we've already got Lightning Reflexes 2 out of 5. We've got Deflection 5 out of 5. We've got Elusiveness, which is going to reduce the cooldown of Vanish and Blind, and we've got Ghostly Strike, which is a great way to increase our dodge rate. Hey, what's up, JC, man? How you doing, man? Happy holidays, right? Happy holidays. Oh. Hope you guys are getting ready to have a good, happy holiday wherever you're. I want to say Christmas, but not everybody celebrates Christmas, so. So we have, let's duplicate this. So we have lots of different options on the rogue. I mean, this is like a really defensive build. If you want to go for damage, you could, I mean, you could certainly start off with just straight out into Malice, which I personally won't do that, but you could. And then you could go into Proof Gouge, Lightning Reflexes, Precision. I'm thinking about DPS right now. And then you could go like Improved Backstab. Go into Dual Wield Specialization. Go to Dagger Specialization. Actually, let's not go Dagger Specialization. There's so many options on the rogue, man. Yeah, but preparation, dude. You prep. Where's prep? That's way over here. Yeah, but that's more like prep is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but early on, I don't think it's the best. I mean, this is hardcore, so when you're thinking straight up like survivability, like in the beginning, I mean, right off the bat, I'm thinking dodge, parry. Improved Gouge is your best, is by far your best talent for survivability in the beginning, because you could just gouge somebody for, what is it? Let's see. What is it, like 4 seconds? Look at this. You incapacitate someone for 4 seconds. With Improved Gouge, it's going to be 5.5 seconds, which means you can get off a bandage for 5.5 seconds, which is pretty good. So as long as you're keeping your bandages up, your first aid up as high as you can, you're going to be able to get a lot of heals in with just bandages. So that's by far, I mean, like, you can just gouge and bandage like all day long, man. Another bag. The problem with preparation is it's so far down the subtlety tree, you know what I mean? That's a long way to go, and there really isn't anything in here that's a whole lot defensive. I mean, there's a few things, but mostly this is just sub stuff. So I think you're better off. Like, let's see how long. Let's see if you went down to here. Bush. Sickness. I mean, you've got to be level 30 before you can even get prep. So I wouldn't bother going this early first. I would go here. This is what I would do. I would go something like this. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I might open up with a build like something like this, and then maybe once you get to like level I don't know. It's hard to know when to respec though. That's the thing. The other thing that's really good. The other thing I can tell you for 100% for sure because I've done this before is that Blade Flurry is also one of the best abilities for oh shit moments because with a rogue, the oh shit moments are always like getting ads. Like you get a few ads, or you get to a situation where you're low on health and you need to get mobs down. One of the fastest ways to blow mobs down is to pop Blade Flurry. Increase your attack speed by 20%, and it hits additional. There's so many times when I have like 2 or even 3 targets on me, and I just pop Evasion and Blade Flurry, and what looks like a death situation turns into like not even a problem. Just like, you know what I mean? Blade Flurry, Evasion, get slice and dice up, and mobs just melt, you know? They literally just melt. It's the coolest region. But yeah, so for sure, right off the bat, I think for me anyway, like some people would go Malice, but I'm gonna go straight up defense, so I'm going improved Gouge right off the bat. I just think that's your best talent for survivability, hands down. Anyways, why am I even in this cave? I don't even need to be in here, do I? Oh yeah, I do. I was like, why am I here? This is what happens when I stream. I'm like, what am I doing? Who am I? Yeah, I know. Trust me, man. My my hands are already ruined from playing guitar, using computer my whole life, and my hands are already pretty much messed up. I actually just ordered a new compression sleeve for my arm a couple days ago. It's actually got like medication in it and copper built into the sleeve, and it's supposed to really help with tendonitis. We'll find out. But yeah, I have a lot of tendonitis in my wrist, elbow, and shoulder from years and years and years of tennis and years and years and years of using the computer. But this is kind of a ugly looking bull here. Be behind your target. Well, I'm behind my target now. Ooh.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. My hands a mess, man. It's actually an upgrade, believe it or not. Whopping 2 armor upgrade. What I like about the rogue is there is a lot of flexibility in the build, and the rogues are one of the few classes in vanilla that actually have a really nice toolkit. I mean, it's fully fleshed out. Like I talked yesterday about how the paladin was never finished, obviously. Also, I feel like the druid also feels like it wasn't really. I don't want to say it wasn't finished, but certain abilities were given to the druid at certain levels that make no sense. Like giving Kitty Rip at like level 8 or whatever. I'm sorry, not level 8, like level. What is it, 20? Giving Kitty Rip at like 22 or something doesn't really make any sense because it's kind of a wasted ability. Like dumping a finisher into Rip at low-level targets is really not efficient at all. So that was a really bad decision on Blizzard's part. They'd been better off to push out Bite or some sort of just a pure like eviscerate type finisher for a cat at like 22, 24, just to make your combo points actually mean something. They really don't mean anything. Rip is pretty much a waste. But not the rogue. The rogue is built really well. You know, eviscerate's a good finisher. You've got great setup abilities. You've got great defensive abilities like gouge and evasion. It's just a really good class. You got poisons. You know, it's just really cool.
You need something? Have a good one.
Do we get dual wield at 10? Oh, we don't? I don't know. I think we do. I can't. I'll have to go hit the trainer. What's up, Emiami? Yeah, I wasn't enjoying the druid, Emiami. The druid didn't die. The druid was like 25 and about halfway to 26, and I just got to the point where over the last like 3 or 4 levels, I was like, man, I wasn't enjoying the druid. I didn't like the combat. I thought the rotations weren't very good, and I don't know why I just stealthed right there. Like I was gonna attack him. So yeah, I really wasn't enjoying the druid, and I said, you know, I'm gonna piss everybody off on the stream, but I want to play rogue. Like I just want to go play a rogue. Actually, I was gonna roll a rogue initially, you know, but when I looked at the Niquuefh, thought it was a T. But when I looked at the survey of people asking people what classes they were going to play, I saw rogue was the least represented. I was like, well, I'll play a rogue because no one else is playing a rogue. But then I realized the reason no one else is playing a rogue is because rogue's kind of boring. I mean, no one else is playing druid. Sorry, no one else is playing a druid. So I said, I'll play a druid. Then I realized the reason no one's playing the druid is because the druid's kind of boring. It really is. It's not. I don't think druid's a very fun leveling class. I did play that new MMO yesterday, Embers Adrift or whatever it's called. That was an interesting game, but it can't hold a candle to WoW. It just, the combat was, the animations in the world just, you know, the world actually it's got some pretty cool stuff though. I mean, the nighttime, the night cycle really is good. Like when it gets dark, it's really dark. You can't hardly see anything, and night actually lasts for a good, like, I don't know, 10 or 20 minutes. It's a, you know, it's not like it's just dark for 5 minutes. I mean, it's a little while. But the leveling was so grindy, single player, you'd have to pretty much play with other people. So that's a game I might come back and play some other time. Maybe, I don't know. But I think people who enjoy group, like really heavily group-focused MMOs probably would like it. Would probably like that game.
Open for business. See you around.
Yeah, I mean, no, the druids.
Good day to you. See you around. How are you? Safe travels.
Druids, I mean, yeah. I mean, druids, it's not like it's a bad class or anything. I just meant when you're like leveling. Like when you're leveling from like 1 to 30, it's really boring. Like 1 to 10 sucks. You're like just using spells and you're constantly running out of mana. 10 to like I found that like 10 to maybe 13, you're just in like bear form, and you're basically just hitting one button. You're basically just waiting on rage. It's like wait for rage, wait for rage, wait for rage, maul, wait for rage, wait for rage, wait for rage, maul, and it's just super boring. So you do that for a couple levels, very boring, and then you finally get cat. But the first, when you get cat at 20, you really don't have anything other than claw. So it's just like claw, 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 claw. You know, it's just boring. And then you get Rip, and Rip is just like a totally garbage finisher because, you know, it's just a dot, and it doesn't really do a ton of damage, and it's just like a waste of energy because you're literally better off just to keep clawing to down the mob than you are to literally like do Rip. So Rip is like a wasted finisher. So to me, like from 1 all the way to like 25 even, it's just boring. Like I'm sure it'll get better for sure. But 1 to 25, I leveled 1 to 25. I was like halfway to 26, and I was like, I really didn't enjoy any of it. I mean, all 25 levels I thought was just kind of boring, you know. Whereas the rogue, I'm only level 10, and I'm enjoying this class like, you know, way more. Yeah, well, this isn't a PvP challenge. This is just you know, hardcore, trying to level to a 60 without dying. So, not gonna be doing any PvP. But given the choice, PvP included, if I was gonna pick a rogue or a druid, I would pick a rogue every time. Yeah, it uses all your energy. Yeah, I actually probably enjoy. I almost enjoy bear form more than I enjoy cat form. Yeah, no, druid's a good class. I mean, druid's fun at higher levels. I just think at lower levels it's not that much fun. One thing about druid though is it's not gear dependent, and really mana's not an issue either. So, like uptime on druid is really good. Like there's not a lot of downtime on a druid. Well, you don't really have a lot of CC at level 25, though, right? Like, what CC do you have? I mean, other than just bash, that's about it. So, what I'm talking about is how good is the druid for hardcore? Like, leveling hardcore as a druid is what I'm talking. I'm not talking about like PVE and game PvP. I'm talking specifically, playing druid for the hardcore challenge. I find to be kind of just not that enjoyable. You know what I mean?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a little bit, it's okay. I mean, you definitely have the roots. You can talent into in the balance tree and grab the whatever it's called, the other roots. Um, but yeah, whatever. I mean, it's not a bad class. I'm not trying to badmouth Druid. It's okay. I just think Rogue's a lot better. No, I wasn't saying Druid's not fun. I think Druid is fun. It's just not as fun as Rogue. All I can say is I leveled a Druid from 1 to 25 in hardcore, and I was bored. I was bored most of the time. I wasn't really having fun, and that's why I switched to Rogue. I was like, well, I leveled 25 levels. I really wasn't having that much fun. I found the class boring, and I decided that let's just... I didn't want to go 25 to 60. You know what I mean? I was like, well, I was bored from 1 to 25. Do I want to go another, 35 levels of boredom? And my decision was, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to play Rogue because I know I'll have fun on the Rogue. Like I said, I've already had way more fun on the Rogue just going 1 to 10 than I did on the Druid. I like the Rogue talent trees a lot more too. The Rogue talent trees have a lot more. There's a lot more cool stuff you can do in the talent trees as a Rogue. And there's really cool abilities in each tree.
Need something? See you later. Hello. Have a good one. Hey there.
How are
See
you?
you around.
Have a good one.
I supply only the finest goods. See you later.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I didn't. I didn't. Hey, is there a rogue trainer at? Is there a rogue trainer at Goldshire? Oh, there is upstairs, right? Yeah, you're right. I didn't. Oh man, I'm not even awake yet, guys. It's 7:40 in the morning. Yeah, I need to do
You
that.
can kiss your ass goodbye.
But we can do that here. Let's turn this quest in because we're just gonna head. We'll just head right back. Let's turn this in. We'll hit Goldshire, then we'll head over. Do the next. We'll see if we can do some of the next quests. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking dual wield, right? Dual wield's the big one. So, yeah, I'm not even awake yet.
Good day to you. See you around.
Yeah, sprint. Oh, slice and dice too. Slice. I love slice and dice, especially against multiple targets.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Hey there. Farewell. Can I help you? See you around.
Good day to you. Hello.
We're probably gonna go engineering. Engineering's really good for rogue. The buff size isn't... Whatever reason, in this version of WoW, oh, it did work. It did work. Nice. See, the buff's bigger. Sweet. That buff was really tiny. Thanks, Bruno. Ah, get off of there. I haven't actually picked up mining though, have I? Yeah, so we need to pick up mining. I think there's a mining trainer up in the hills, right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Should have picked that up already. That was a mistake on my part. So like right now, our dodge rate is 23.7. So we're gonna put talent points into dodge. Our dodge is gonna be so high.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you. Light be with you. For the
Oh,
alliance.
no.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Shit, you guys, what other mistake did I make? What other mistake did I make, guys? Come on, you guys should have caught it already. I picked up dual wield, but I didn't get myself another dagger. I'm running around with like one dagger. Here, check this out. We're gonna use our skinning knife as a weapon until we buy a dagger. That's fine. Yeah, I probably should have got the flight path too, because we could have gone to Lakeshire and just flown to Stormwind afterwards. Yeah, that's alright. Can't use the AH. This is hardcore. Can't use the AH. Can't trade with other players. Can't use the mail system. I don't do too many. I don't do too many dungeons, man. Solo baby straight to 60.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hey Dale, what's up, man? Good morning. Happy holidays. You can get you get gears from quests or just drops off of mobs. You can actually purchase stuff from vendors though. You know. Hey, what's up, Dreaming? Yeah, well, normally I would be sleeping, but my wife woke me up because she had to go to work. Then the cats were being bitches. Then my wife has been walking the dog in the morning, but she was running late this morning, so she asked me to walk the dog. So I had to get up out of bed, get dressed, walk the dog, come back, feed the dog, and then I had to feed the cat. It's just like at that point, I'm like, well, I'm already awake, you know. I was trying to see if I could kill him without using a healing potion, but at the end there, I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and use a healing potion. You know what I mean? You haven't slept yet? Oh, I slept. I went to bed at like 12:30, I think. Slept till about, I guess, 6:30. Yeah, oh god, yeah, that'll mess you up, dude. If I drank a entire bottle of that, I'd be screwed up for 3 days too. At my age, man, when I drink too much, it takes days to recover, you know? I got you beat by a few years, Dreamology. I'm 52. I got you beat by a few years. I tell you what, just moving from my old apartment on the 3rd floor to this apartment on the 3rd floor, took me a week to recover because of my knee, because I have bad knees. So going up and down the 3 flights of stairs to both apartments, like, effed up my knees like really bad. They were both like my right knee recovered in about 2 or 3 days. My left knee still is trying to heal. It's my left knee's actually so jacked up. I'm thinking about going and getting an MRI on it because I probably need to get surgery on my left knee. It's got some cartilage issues going on in there. Maybe torn cartilage or torn meniscus. There's something going on in my left knee. It's messed up. I had ACL reconstructive surgery on my right knee probably about 10 years ago. Because I completely like severed my ACL playing, you know, I tore it playing tennis and I completely severed it playing basketball. That was my fault. No kick. Oh, we got the gouge up just in time to interrupt his potion. Just in time. Look at that amazing upgrade. We went from 19 armor to 22 armor. Oh, gouge. I mean, sap, not gouge, but sap. That's the first time I've sapped somebody. Which food do we? Okay, we're all right. Eucalyptus, huh? Yeah, a lot of people talk about eucalyptus, the benefits of eucalyptus. You know what actually surprisingly helped my knees the most was potassium. Like, I must be really low on potassium. Because eating some bananas, it felt like I was recovering much faster. But oh, Mark Grain the Hunter. He's been around forever. Oh no, the drink. Oh, you and your drink, man.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hey, Johnny. Yeah, it's Guild Wars 2 UI. It's an add-on for World of Warcraft Classic. It's called Guild Wars 2 UI. And it works quite well. You can basically modify a lot of stuff in here. Actually, let's knock this down a little bit. A little better. Those buffs were a little bit too big. Anyways. Murlocs. Zimmerlocks. Oh, we got another one. Control, baby. That's what Rogue is good at. Oh yeah, in water they're super scary,
Need help?
especially if you get like two of them on you. The worst part about the Murlocs, Dale, is the netters, man. Like if you're in South Shore, those netters are everywhere. and you get in water and then they root you. It's like, oh, that's the one thing about the druid. The druid is like so much easier class to
A
level.
good one.
I mean, I felt like survivability wise, the druid was much better survivability than the rogue early on because of you're pretty much immune to roots because you can just shapeshift.
Greetings. Light bless you.
Yeah, the oracles. It's the oracles, Dale. Yeah, and both of them are there at South Shore. So South Shore, I always think is one of the more dangerous Murloc areas because you've got the ones that can root net you, and you get the ones that self heal. So it's it can be a real pain. Yeah, I don't know. You go back to Dungeons and Dragons, and there's a lot of creatures that you're like, how are these guys? How do these guys know magic, right? Oh, I don't know what you mean the weave of the weave. What do you mean the weave? Not sure what you mean by that. I haven't played D&D in a long time, but I used to. When I was a kid, I played a lot of D&D. Oh no, I didn't know that. I'm not familiar with that. Is that a newer concept in D&D? I need more money. I blew quite a bit of money on training. The God Pantheon. Do you know what version of D&D that was added? Forgotten Realms. $1967. Priority, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks, Birdie. Doing a little rogue hardcore leveling. That's what I like to hear, man. It's just right, baby. It's just right, man. Now, if I could just get as many viewers as Asmongold, right? But I'd have to act like, we'd have to start being like, big dick damage. Oh, big dick damage. Ooh. I'd have to show my... If I just showed my face, if I put up my webcam and just smashed my head against the desk a few times, maybe that would get me more subscribers. What do you think? Please no. Oh, man. Sometimes it's really hard to see which way a mob's oriented, because when you gouge them, their body shifts, like they move, you know what I mean? But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the angle that they're facing. So doing backstabs in WoW is always like an art unto itself, because you never know. Like if I go up and I gouge this prow, that's why you don't want to move too much when you're going to gouge. Now we know this is the backside, but sometimes they'll spin, their body will spin. And it'll be difficult to know exactly which way they're facing. It's doing PvP hardcore. Well, PvP hardcore would be almost impossible, though. I mean, like on this server, it wouldn't be too bad because there just aren't that many people on this server. Remember, it's classic, right?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, level 11. But yeah, PvP hardcore on a populated server with a lot of people that aren't hardcore players would be, yeah, it'd be almost impossible to pull that off. You know, it'd be very difficult. Very difficult to pull that off. People have tried. As far as I know, no one's succeeded yet. People have tried many times to do it, but no one has ever made it. You know. Just got that backstab off before he turned around.
You can kiss your ass
Miss.
goodbye.
Miss. That was stupid. Don't jump in the air right before you sprint because you lose time with your feet on the ground. That was a waste of at least a couple feet of progress there. You hit level 20 on a warrior and died 25 times already. It took me quite a few times to get the warrior to 60 without dying, but a lot of it was because
Farewell.
I didn't understand the leash mechanics in Classic, because I was used to, there was a private server I played on where no matter if you were hitting a mob or not, the mobs would reset. You know, the leash would reset after a certain distance, and for some reason I kept thinking that's how it worked. So I would be like gouging mobs and hitting them while I was running away, and not understanding that that was going to, you know, continually reset the leash. Once I realized that's what was happening, it made getting to 60 a lot easier. So, but yeah, it took me like 6 or 7 times on the warrior to get it right. Get the warrior to 60 without dying, and the warrior's tough, man. That is hard. It's not an easy character to get to 60.
Well met. Be careful, or the Alliance.
Yeah. Yeah, but nobody forces you to go into those caves. I died in a cave on my warrior at level 28. Let's take a look at that. I think we have it, right? So go to my channel and search for death. Here we go. WoW Classic Hardcore Night Elf Warrior level 35 final death. Here we go. Here it is. Right? And guess where did I dive? Guess what? A cave. Because I'm dumb. And it was funny when I was streaming this. When I was streaming this, my friend Zalson was like, "Dude, that's a dangerous cave." And he's right, because this is a very dangerous cave. Because this is the cave in Arathi Highlands where, oh, look at the Diablo interface, where they root you. They have roots. They have nets, right? Pain is just killing me, man. It's killing me. So let's fast forward to where I die. Shit snack. Shit snacks. So you can see here I'm rooted. So these mobs are constantly rooting you, right? And I'm only in this cave trying to get the stupid Shadow Hunter knife, right? So I'm trying to kill Shadow Hunters. Shadow Hunter is what we want. And this is where I screwed up. Like, I charged this Headhunter, which was a mistake. What I should have done was I should have moved forward. And this is where the warrior will get you, is if you noticed before I did that charge, I couldn't see this mob around the corner. So as a warrior, if you guys are leveling a warrior in hardcore, don't make this mistake. Always inspect the area. Always know where mobs are, like in relation to, you know, around the corners, you know, around obstructions, before you try to engage. Because, like, again, this is a cave where they can root you, and of course mobs could spawn behind me, so it's very dangerous. So don't be doing, yeah, always use a ranged weapon. And daily, and normally I do use ranged weapons, but in this case I decided to charge. But a lot of times you're going to use range with a warrior, and that's why I have a bow. Like, you'll see my ranged abilities right here. Shit. But this was a mistake, doing a charge. And right here and the thing that's funny is I panic. I actually panic here, which is something I don't normally do. But because I still was fairly, like, new to Warrior and Vanilla WoW, I never really played Warrior and Vanilla WoW a lot. I wasn't sure. And that's another thing you want to do as hardcore. You want to understand how many mobs can you handle safely. Like, can you handle 2 mobs of your level safely? And I would encourage you as a warrior specifically to practice that, to go up against multiple targets and see how much damage are they doing. Are you able to mitigate damage, and get used to that? And then, you know, of course, you know, have healing potions so you can disengage out of those fights if it's, you know, if the shit's hitting the fan. You can see here I'm looking to actually start. What I'm doing is I'm moving backwards, saying, okay, if this isn't going to go well, I can run out of the cave. But I don't know if you guys saw, but a mob already respawned back behind me, so I don't have an escape path, which is another tenet of hardcore, is always have an escape path. You always want to have a place where you can run to. And in this case, that's why caves are pretty much not good, because as you go in and clear into the cave, the mobs spawn behind you and you have no escape route. So here I'm in trouble, and I already know it. I think I already saw that the mob was behind me. Or maybe I didn't. I might not have seen it. I did see it when I saw on the camera. There is a mob back here. And there he is. Oh, And yeah, so now I just saw the mob there, although I didn't see him before, but I did see him before on the replay here. But now I know I'm in trouble because I got 3 mobs on me.
Shit snacks.
Now here's what you should do, and of course they root. But what I should have done already is I should have gone do defensive stance. I should switch to defensive stance, throw my shield up, pop a healing potion. Don't wait too long to pop your healing potions because the healing potion's got a pretty short cooldown. If you can survive in a fight for 2 minutes, pop your healing potion right away, and that way you might survive long enough for your healing potion cooldown to come back where you can actually use it again. So I've already made multiple mistakes here. 1, I didn't see the mob behind me. 1, I pulled with charge. 2, I didn't use my healing potion already. I should have already used my healing potion. 3, I should be in defensive stance. And there's all these mistakes I made.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh my god, no.
You were screwed.
Now at this point, I don't know if I have a fear. Yeah, I do have fear. I should. Other thing is, fear is up down here. I should fear. Like right now, I should be fearing.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
And at this point, I know I'm dead. I thought, like, at that point, I started to get away from these. I'm like, oh, maybe I can make it. But then you saw there was another mob at the entrance to the cave. And I'm like, oh, shit. Now I've got a 4th mob. And then they root me. And at this point, I know I'm dead.
Oh.
And you can hear the agony in my... If you guys want to hear the agony in my voice, here it is.
Oh. This could be it, guys.
You were screwed. Not me.
And what really made me mad, what really pissed me off here, guys, is a hardcore character that walks... What really pisses me off is there's a hardcore character that walks right by me, knows I'm in trouble, and doesn't even care, and just lets me die. And I think it was it a mage? It might have even been a healer.
Guys.
Look at this. This person walks right past me and just lets me die. I'm like, you're a hardcore player in the same guild I'm in, and you literally just walk by and let me die because they're too afraid to get involved with 3 mobs because they think that they'll get killed. You know what I mean?
You were screwed.
And it's a warlock too. She could have like feared one, maybe like got her pet out and taunted one, you know?
This is it.
And look, they rooted me even a 3rd time.
That's it. You're right, Zolson, it's a dangerous cave.
And as Zolson had said right a few minutes before, that's a really dangerous cave. You know what I mean? What do you mean? You mean in here? What do you mean, Purdy? The filter? Yeah. Or are you talking about like? Yeah, I mean, I'm using reshade. So yeah, we have reshade for whenever I'm playing WoW. I'm using reshade usually. Yeah, maybe. Like, I mean, you can see here I've got reshade turned on, which is gonna like this is what the game looks like with my filters on. But if I turn them off, this is what the game looks like. So it looks quite a bit different. Not a lot different. I'm actually not using darkness as much. The other thing I'm doing is I don't even need this guy. Where am I going? Yeah, we're going this way. The other thing I'm doing is I'm just going into the settings, right? I'm going into graphics and I'm actually turning down. I've got the brightness all the way down to 49, which is pretty low, and gamma at 1.1. I don't know what the default is on this. I think it's like brightness like maybe 70 or 80, and gamma is probably 1. So the contrast is actually at 80 as well. And I think the contrast default. So these numbers are not default settings for WoW. I don't know what they are, but these are definitely not the default settings. I've changed these. Yeah, his pet wasn't there, so I think that warlock was just completely afraid. Was like did not want to get involved because they could have got killed. And I can understand that. I mean, I can understand that, but still I felt like, man, I'm dying here. You could have at least feared one mob off me, maybe, But in the end, honestly, would it have made a difference in that situation? Probably not. The only way she could have saved me is if she had her Voidwalker out, feared one, and used her Voidwalker to taunt one. If she would have done that, I probably could have survived. But those roots, man, that's what got me. They rooted me 3 times with nets. If they didn't have those roots, I probably could have just ran away. But I made a ton of mistakes. Like that's the fun part about hardcore is when you watch when you go back and watch your death clips, it's amazing how bad you play, and that, and a lot of it is just like you panic. You know, you panic. Like I don't panic anymore. I mean, like on the warrior, because I wasn't that comfortable with playing warrior, because I never played warrior a lot in vanilla. A lot of that was just me not knowing the class super well, so I definitely would panic. Because I was like, I don't. So, but yeah, that was a good one. There's other ones. There's other clips that I died. There's like an almost death clip, which is really good. I don't know if we'll be able to find that one. I don't know if I have if I labeled it. Yeah, probably not. You're right. Here's I died on a rogue. What level was I? I don't even know. That's a Turtle Wild Death Clip. There's the 35. Here I died on the warrior at 22. Here I died on the warrior at 16. So I died on the warrior quite a few times. Yeah. Like I said, I died on the warrior like 5 or 6 times before I got to 60. Yeah, I know the quest. I don't normally do it because it's kind of a lot of running around. I don't hedge my bets. I feel like I should be able to level to 60 just because I'm good enough to be able to do it, you know what I mean? I'm not smart that way. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get Light of a Loon, or I'm gonna have target dummies. Like I did have target dummies on my warrior when she got to 60. I can tell you for a fact that they saved her life at least twice. There were at least 2 situations where she definitely would have died, and the target dummies, saved her. Casters are a pain.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
You see G mages around the other, always a pain, especially the slows. Oh, do they? They have bigger ranges? Really? Yeah, that's good. Nothing, no mobs chase you as far as Lineage 2 though. Like, like in Lineage 2, I'll show you how far they chase you. It's insane, right? Or it's like in Lineage 2, like, let's say you aggroed a mob at Eastvale Logging Camp, you would probably have to run, like, all the way to Goldshire before the mob would, like, stop chasing you. Like, it was insane. Maybe not quite that far. It'd be close. It'd be close. You'd run, like, a... They chase you forever in Lineage 2. Which could be a real pain, you know? So you definitely are very careful about not pulling, you know, mob more than you want, because obviously that slows down your leveling if you're spending a lot of time trying to reset a mob. Yeah. I wonder if it's documented. Yeah. It's hard to... Still 7 months ago, still spending money on Lineage. Here's why. What's this?
Are you still spending money on a free-to-play game only to do this? Let's set up.
Only to
Time
one
to go
shot.
watch a movie.
Oh, he's putting it on autoplay. Yeah, you can set up your character in Lineage and just turn on autoplay.
Today, I'm going to tell you why. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that actually I might watch that video later. I actually still like Lineage 2. I think it's great. It's a great game, but the problem with Lineage 2 is there's so many bots in the game, or people doing like what he's doing, where they're not even like, they're just using autoplay. So it's like you go to areas where you want to farm and stuff, and there's like 10 people autoplaying. You know, it's like, so you can't really do anything, and they're all playing the same class, which is basically like an elven wizard. So they just keep casting this instant cast like spell that just kills mobs. So you even try to go there and kill a mob, you can't, because they just kill them so quickly. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I actually maybe I'll go back and play some of these too. It's a good game, but they've really done a lot to the game. I mean, like, it used to be all click to move, but they actually have implemented where you can now move, I think, with your keyboard, um, which is kind of weird to play, because I played for years in Lineage 2 where you're just like clicking to move. You know, it was the first MMO I ever played, so. The old Westfall deed. I shouldn't have sprinted there either. It's a total waste of sprint. Should have got to the other side, then sprinted. Come on, get on land. Oh well. Yeah, there's too much custom content.
You need something? Safe travels.
Turtle WoW has a Legion client? Or you're saying, oh, this one, yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, this is a Legion client, yeah. Aren't they supposed to kill? Yeah, princess. Oh, you asshole. Dick. He tried to steal princess from me. What? Unless he was trying to be nice, but I think he was trying to steal it. Hey, what's up? What's up, Das? How's it going? Yeah, that was kind of a douche move on his part to try to steal that, you know. Oh no! Oh, somebody else buffed me.
You are too kind.
Yeah, I've played Ascension a while back. I don't know, probably like a year ago. I played on the server where you had free pick, where so you could just free pick whatever abilities you wanted. And I thought it was super fun, but in the end, it just didn't really feel like WoW. The problem I found with Ascension was it was super fun, and I got addicted to it and played it for about, I don't know, about 3 months. And I even spent a lot of money on that game, which I don't spend a ton of money on WoW clients, but I think I spent like maybe a couple $100 on that, just like getting like all kinds of mounts and stuff from the store because it was actually pretty cool. I mean, there were cool cosmetics and like I said, I don't normally spend a lot of, but I think that was at a time when I just got my bonus. Whenever I get my bonus from work, I'm a little bit more, you know, I'm a little bit more likely to spend a little bit of money because my bonus is pretty big. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I played it. I thought it was really fun, but in the end, what kind of got me out of it was it just felt like, you know, you're so powerful, your character's so overpowered that, like, you're just running through quests and stuff, and it's super easy. And, like, I just felt like it was, like, kind of silly. It got to a point where you were so powerful, you're just blowing through. I mean, I could pull, like, 15 mobs at once and take them down without any problem, you know what I mean? But there's people who really like it because they like to do PvP, like, you know, and I had some really good PvP encounters in the world, you know, like, I had a couple people tried to kill me in the world, and those were fun fights, you know, like. Let's see. I don't know if I have which. Yeah, this is the character, my Rising Dawn character here. And she was, like, super tanky. Like, look at that. I just one-shot that elite. It's just Biff. Of course, he's probably pretty low level, but what level is it? Well, yeah, he's only 44. Not even sure why I'm in here. But look at that. I'm just like, Biff. Biff. Just like... Yeah, but it was cool because there were cool cosmetics you could do. There was, transmog and I mean, look at the damage I'm doing. And then look, like I just threw up a freaking power word shield. So basically, I had like a warrior kind of like overpower build. My overpowers were just landing for like huge numbers. But of course, I also had all kinds of defensive abilities. You know, I've got defensive stance. I've got taunt. I've got bubble. I've got freaking, what is that? Rend, thunderclap. What else do I have? I've got feign death, blade flurry, some sort of frost shield or something. I mean, so it was super fun because yeah, you create these builds that are just crazy. I mean, you have free pick of any abilities you want, so it's really fun, very addictive. But in the end, it just felt like there wasn't any. Again, there was no challenge. Like, the only challenge is if you want to do, like, PvP against other players, maybe. And then I heard that the raids were, like, scaled up so that they were more difficult, because if they weren't, you would just fly through the raids. But, yeah, but the PvE was just, well, there's not challenging DOS, but no challenge, right? It's just, you're just flying through stuff because you're so powerful. So, but it is fun, but after about 3 months, I just kind of was like, eh. I hate to admit it, but I found that most of the stuff I do is leveling 1 to 60. Like, most stuff I do streaming WoW anymore is leveling, like, 1 to 60 content. I hate to admit that because I do like dungeons and stuff, but I just have a hard time finding people to play with that are mature. You know, there's so many immature people in WoW. It's pretty bad, actually, but...
Light bless you. Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Story's full. Who nailed me? I don't know who did that. Maybe it was this person. Just get everybody.
Light be with you. Be careful.
I enjoy the level journey, but just like I said, I like doing dungeons and stuff, but it's a matter of finding the right people to play with, you know. Am I ready to get out of here? Let's turn that in, I guess. Princess must die. Alright. Yeah, well, I've never done any dungeons on the free pick, so... you know what I do want to do, guys? What I do want to do is go back and play the other version of the game, which is, where is it? Here, this one. What is it called? You know, the other version of where they created all new classes. I actually played. Let's see if we can pull it up here, guys. You guys are always getting me distracted. This is. I was telling Einbe yesterday. This is you guys' fault. Like, people get mad at me for like switching characters and switching different games, but the problem is people in the stream talk about all these other games. They're like, "Hey, have you played Ascension?" And the problem is, when I hear that and I start talking about it, I get excited about it, and then I want to play it. And so then I go play that, and then people get, "Why aren't you playing this character?" I'm like, well, people start talking about Ascension, and it made me want to go play, Conquest of Azeroth. You know what I mean? So if you guys wouldn't have mentioned that, I wouldn't have thought about it, and I wouldn't be over here playing Conquest of Azeroth. But it happens to me all the time. It happens, and Purdy, you stream too, right? It happens to me all the time where I'm like not thinking of playing other games, but then people in the chat start talking about it. No, seriously, they start talking, and then I get, it's that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to try that out again. I haven't played that in a long time. And same thing happened yesterday. I went on a tangent talking about something. I started watching a video by Ginger Prime on something, and then I saw another video he did on Embers Adrift, and guess what? I ended up paying $10 and installing Embers Adrift and playing Embers Adrift last night. So, yeah, it's. But that's because I love MMOs, so I always want to try them out. If there's new ones, oh shit, I was gonna upgrade my weapons. Damn it. I was gonna upgrade my weapons. I seriously need better. I'm literally killing mobs with my offhand, with a skinning knife in my offhand. It's this chat's fault, Einbe. He's gonna be like, "Fuck you, Julian. Fuck you, Julian." Oh man.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
All right, we need to get to Stormwind. I don't know if I got the flight path though. I really hope that I grabbed the flight path. But I don't know if I grabbed the flight path to Stormwind because I've been so distracted lately. I've had a hard time focusing lately, guys, and I've been making a lot of mistakes. Of course, I'm always making a lot of mistakes when I stream, but I'm making more than normal. Well, Blue Protocol is a gacha game. There's going to be heavy monetization, so yeah, it's not going to be anything you're going to want to play unless you're into monetization shit.
Have a good one.
You know what I mean? Unless you're into that stuff, which I don't know why you would be. I wouldn't play Blue. I mean, yeah, I really wouldn't get involved with Blue Protocol because it's a gacha game. Because they're just going to be trying to get you to pay to win, So. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Tower Fantasy, Genshin Impact, Diablo. People keep saying, "Oh, Diablo 4 is fun." I'm like, yeah, but look what they did with Diablo Immortal. You think they're not gonna do the same thing with Diablo 4?
What can I do for you?
You know?
For the Alliance.
I'll grab this quest just so I don't have to grab it again. Maybe. Maybe. Yes, they are. People that are putting money into those types of games are making game makers make more games like that because they can make money. So yeah, they're ruining it for everybody else who don't want to waste their money on pay to win. And it's like sad that they don't realize that. Maybe, or they just don't care, It's because there's so many gamers out there that want to win at all costs, that winning is everything to them because they have no fucking self-esteem. You know what I mean? They can't
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
they just feel like they have to win and that's all that matters, and like they have to stroke their ego. I mean, really that's what it comes down to. It's all just ego stroking. It's a juvenile mentality. And so because of that, because they want to be like, hey, look at me, look what I can do, look, I'm #1, I got the best gear, blah 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 blah. So if that means I got to swipe my credit card and do it without even any kind of skill involved, it doesn't matter, because in the end I can still say, hey, look at me, look at my gear, look what I can do. And people will be like, did you even like do anything to attain that? Are you even a skilled player? That's the sad part about those types of games, is that you actually could have so many people that in the game that have great gear, and you'd think, oh, these guys are good players, but in the end they're actually not good players, they're shitty players, because all they did to get all this gear was swipe their card. Alright, did I get the Stormwind flight path?
Need something? See you around.
No! Julian, you are an idiot. You are 100% an idiot. Damn it! Oh. You are an idiot. Oh my god. You know? Every time, Einbay, every time. I knew I probably didn't get it, because I always forget to get the flight pass, because I'm always like, yeah, go here, do this quest. Totally a moron, man. Oh, you guys just get to see this beautiful night elf walking through different zones. That's worth the price of admission, right? It's a walking simulator. I don't know. Let's find out. I know that let's see. There are 37 people online, but I don't think that's inaccurate. I mean, it's too early in the day. Remember, this is an Eastern U.S. server, you know? And it's only 8:50 a.m., so this is not anywhere near peak times. But the way I always check on Bay is you go to the guild list and you sort by last online. And you just scroll down. And I always say how many people have been online within the past 24 hours. This guild has 933 guild members. And out of those 933 guild members, you have to go all the way to here down the list before you get to 2 days until they've been online. So like 80% of the people in the guild have been online within the past like 48 hours out of over 900 players. So yeah, I think that's quite a few people are playing. You know what I mean? It's a pilgrimage. It's the pilgrim. Yeah! I want to create a character called the Pilgrim. We should just create a character called the Pilgrim. It's so much more fun quest when I don't have to walk everywhere. Efflorescence, I don't mind walking in a new MMO, like, you know, and I don't mind walking too much, but I'm only walking here because I'm an idiot. Because when I was in Stormwind, I didn't grab the flight path, so that's the part that sucks. I'm only doing this because of my own stupidity. You know, I shouldn't be walking. I don't think anyone's made it to 60 yet. Like, they started on the 15th, so what was that? That was 7 days ago? I'll tell you what, I'll ask in guild chat. I'm sure somebody probably has, but I'll just ask in guild chat, I don't know. We've seen quite a few, I mean, we've seen a ton of deaths. I remember I was on, like, this person Thrillboy said data, that would be really quick, but personally, I tell you what, Einbay, since I've been playing on here, because, you know, you get announcements when people hit 60 and all that, I think I've only seen like one person hit 60 since I've been playing on here, and that could have been someone who was already, you know, who'd already created a character, you know, because, you know, Cargo said the event starts on the 15th. and he said, hey, it's 15th, it's hardcore fresh. Come on here on the 15th, create a level 1 character and level to 60. But he said if you have a character that you haven't finished, go ahead and jump back on that character and level that character. So people could have come back and not playing, I'd given up on characters who were like level 30 and could have come back on the 15th and just picked up from there. So there's no way of knowing, if anyone's at 60 that actually started at level 1 on the 15th. There's really no way to know. Unless they just sit there and said, oh yeah, hey, I did it. Whatever. Anyways, let's grab a couple. Look at this. I'm using daggers that are 2.2 and 2.1. Let's grab a couple of these stilettos. We're going to grab 2 of these guys.
Safe travels. Good day to you.
Yeah, we need our skinning knife, but we don't need the thistlewood dagger. This, don't need this.
See you later.
Guess we can cook up this other crap. Thanks, Brady.
How are you? Have a good one.
Okay, so the way it works is if you hit 60, you have the choice of staying with the 1 life mentality. And if you do that, what you do is you join the guild called Hardcore Elite. If you join the Hardcore Elite guild, you still just have 1 life. Okay? And if you die, you're supposed to basically delete your character. If you want to get 60 and keep your character and make them immortal, then you just don't join the Hardcore Elite guild and just play your character as you normally would. But if you want to keep your character as a 1 life character, you can join the Hardcore Elite guild and continue to play with people that have leveled to 60 without dying, and you can still do content with those guys. You can go do dungeons and stuff. And if you still want that kind of, sitting on the edge of your seat type of gameplay, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was the same thing, Einbay, but they have stated that if you want to continue to have just 1 life on this server, all you have to do is join the Hardcore Elite guild, and those people technically are supposed to still be playing hardcore, hardcore mode. All right, so let's see. Yeah, well, they did. They actually downed Ragnaros with a hardcore group, and only 2 people. I think only 2 people died. They actually went all the way through. They went all the way through Molten Core. Alt F4? Can you not abuse Alt F4? What do you mean, Alt F4? That just kills the game. Why would... No, you can't. Because the hardcore add-on. Because to do hardcore mode here, you have to install the classic. You have to install the add-on. Now the add-on will sit here and tell them. No, you can't, because the add-on will tell them if you're verified. Like, see how mine says verification status failed? The reason it says that is because my client crashed. But I can prove, and it says time gap. So there is 1 time gap on with the add-on here. And the reason it's saying that is because my client crashed, because I was mucking around with reshade, and sometimes when I change a lot of filters and reshade, the client will crash. So, but I can prove that that's what happened because I have the stream. So I just say, oh, here's my verification. It says there's 1 time gap. Go watch this stream. You can see where the client crashed, and they can verify that. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Your client crashed here, because when the client crashes, the add-on, unfortunately, because the way they coded it, which I disagree with, I think that they should have coded for crashes. For some reason, it sees that as a time gap. I guess probably because maybe people doing Alt F4 is also maybe considered. I wouldn't consider it a crash, but there should basically be code in there that says, hey, if the game closes I guess that's maybe why they did it, because people could just Alt F4.
You need
No, it's an herbalism. See, I couldn't remember what trainer was. I thought it was mining, but it's actually herbalism. All right. Well, that sucks. Nah. Well, I know that Tommy Salami, when he does his leveling to 60s and 70s and does his world first, he does a lot of, like, not Alt F4, but he'll just, like, do stuff like he'll go into the deep run tram and log out, and then when he, like, logs back in, it'll, like, skip stuff. I think if he gets on the tram and it starts driving away and he, like, logs out, then logs back in, it'll take him all the way to where he was gonna go. So it like saves time. Basically, they're basically just log out skips. Netted NFK T. What is it? Netted? I'm trying to figure out what that guy's name means. Netted and I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it could be. So Imbe, did you see me playing Embers Adrift last night? I don't know if Imbe caught that stream. It was interesting, good and bad. I mean, there's good things with Embers Adrift, and there was a lot of bad though. The good things was I really liked the day-night cycles. I thought were really cool. I liked that it got really dark at night, and you had to use a torch, you know, to get around. And then I liked that that combat was tough. I mean, you couldn't just go and like take on a mob that was 2 levels higher than you because he'd probably just kill you. So that was pretty cool, actually. He skimmed out, yeah. But I mean, overall, it's not a game I could really, because you have to group. Like, you cannot, like, remember I streamed that for like what, 2 hours, and I still was just level 2. I mean, you know, it's like you couldn't. Yeah, it's very niche. Like that's a game you have to group with other players, because playing solo just wouldn't really be fun because it's very grindy, like super grindy. Replay Gothic games. I'm not sure what Gothic games is, but yeah. I like though, I mean, I like the idea of it, of the grindy stuff. What is Gothic? I don't know what Gothic. I like the grindy aspect, and I liked some of that stuff, but you have to have a much more polished game, I think. You know what I mean? The game was, you know, it didn't feel smooth, that smooth. Like when I got out of that game line ban, I came into WoW, Classic WoW, to play my rogue. It was it made Classic WoW feel 10,000 times better. I was like, oh my god, I got back into WoW. I was like, oh, this game looks so good graphically. It feels so smooth. The combat, I mean, everything about WoW was so much better than that game. And playing that game really emphasized that fact. You know, I was like, holy shit, you know. Like, no wonder we play WoW as much as we do. It's because the client it's like butter. It's so smooth. You know, it's silky smooth. The graphics, even though they're cartoony, still look really good. Mostly the graphics, I'm talking about the shading, the lighting. The lighting, that was the one big thing in that game that was really bad, was the lighting was really bad. Like, it was cool that there was a day-night cycle and stuff, but the lighting in general was all over the place. Like, you'd be, like, standing here and the lighting looked like one way, and then you'd go over here. Like, I'd stand here and it looked like daytime. And I literally walked over here and it looked like evening. And I'm like, why is it changing so drastically from here to here? You know, this looks like 12 noon, and this looked like 6 p.m. I was like, it was very bizarre. So,
Greetings.
something to do with where they were putting their light sources, I guess. I don't know.
For the Alliance.
Quest. Snatch and grab. I don't think we want to do that. Do we want to do that at this level? I don't even remember these quests. Snatch and grab's pretty tough. The rogue quests are pretty tough. They're not easy. Okay, let's see. So we got the flight path. We're good. What is this? I guess we can turn that quest in. Might as well. The normal RPG, not online. Okay. Do you guys want to know what the first RPG I ever played was? I'm sure you guys, I'll give you a hint. The first RPG I ever played was made by Microsoft. Let's see if you guys, see if you gamers out there can actually have at least a clue as to what it might be. But the first RPG I ever played was made by Microsoft. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I probably won't. And the Poison Quest is pretty rough. It's pretty tough. Usually what I do is I go there and I wait for somebody else to be doing it, and I try to piggyback on you know, on them. Oh boy, here we go, mining. Oh god, mining is my least favorite profession. I actually would rather fish than mine, because it just slows. It's just like run, run. Oh, mine, stop. Tink, tink, fail, tink, tink. You got it, Purdy. Did you Google it, Purdy? Purdy nailed it. The first RPG I ever played was Dungeon Siege. I bet you Googled it. Here it is in all its glory. But look, it's not isometric. Well, it's kind of isometric, but it doesn't really feel isometric. Like, I mean, you've got a pretty good view, you know? But this is Dungeon Siege. And so you can have a party and you can give the party different formations and you can tell them kind of like default behavior, you know? Yeah. But yeah, Dungeon Siege. Really, I really like this game. I don't know what time it came out in 2002. So I played this before I played, World of Warcraft. Because WoW came out in 2004. So I was playing Dungeon Siege. Then I got into Lineage 2 in 2003 because Lineage 2 came out in 2003. So basically, I went from Dungeon Siege to Lineage 2 to World of Warcraft. And here I am, 18 years later, and I'm still playing World of Warcraft. It's kind of scary if you think about it. Neverwinter Nights. I never played the original. I don't think I ever played the original at Neverwinter Nights. I don't think I played that one, like the very first one.
Keep your feet on the ground.
How are you?
But I'm doing that thing, where I'm getting bored of WoW. Where, I get burned out on World of Warcraft, and I'm getting like that now, where I'm just like, as much as fun as I like rogues, it's like, I get the itch to just play something different. That's why I played Embers Adrift last night, and that's why today I honestly today could conceivably see myself just going and playing like Lineage 2 or something, Yeah, for 2004, it was amazing. The thing that really sold me, I was playing Lineage 2, and I was playing Lineage 2, and my friend and I were both playing Lineage 2, and he was a game master for Lineage 2. Guild Wars 2. He was a game master for Lineage 2, and I can't play Guild Wars 2 because I've never enjoyed I've never had fun in Guild Wars 2 doing dungeons. I've never had fun in Guild Wars 2. I mean, I like the PvP, but you don't get any gear for it, like any meaningful gear. That's what really, and they don't have you don't have the Holy Trinity. I like tank, healer, DPS. I really enjoy that. I like having a healer. I like having a tank. I like that. No, I did dungeons, and I know I've done dungeons in Guild Wars 2. The dungeons you do as you're leveling up, and they were always horrible. They were always terrible. But maybe it was just the group I had. But I always had some high level who just ran through and at super speed. I could barely keep up with them, and they killed everything. No, I did a fractal once. And it was okay. It was like opened up some sort of rift that we jumped into or something. And then we poured it into what looked a big floating piece of stone, and we fought some monster. It was a long time ago. I've done one fractal, Yeah. At some point in time, there was a time when I actually leveled to max level, right? Let's see. They have seasonal servers? Season of Mastery Normal, Season of Mastery PvP. Look, population, Classic Era, of course, Classic Era low, right? Why do I have characters on Sulfurous? I've done it twice. Like, here was my 54 Paladin on Westfall. I've never reached max level. It's never happened. Email. Your account is protected by email authentication. What? Why is my account protected by email authentication? I don't remember enabling that. What? When did I enable that? I don't ever remember like account authentication for Guild Wars 2, guys. Somebody's obviously has hacked my account. Somebody has obviously hacked my account. This is why I don't use email authentication. Like when I go to my email, I don't even see an email from Guild Wars 2 in my email. I don't even see anything from Guild Wars 2. Well, I guess we can't play Guild Wars 2. So screw that game. I have no email. Junk email, whatever, folders from Guild Wars 2. There you go, Imbe. We can't even play Guild Wars 2. Oh, is that what it is? It's because I'm on a different network. Yeah, you're right. Is that why? Because I went to a different internet connection and everything, you know what I mean? It can take up to 10 minutes. Fuck that. Screw that, man. I ain't waiting 10 minutes for some authorization email. Yeah, I changed houses. But why would it enable that? Why would it just automatically enable that? I guess it didn't recognize my IP, right? My IP was different, my subnet or something. I mean, it's kind of cool that they did that. That's kind of cool. I mean, I think that's a good idea for them to do that. You know, I mean, obviously for security purposes. I've been logging from the same, place for so long. Yeah. You have SMS. Yeah, it's just like... Well, maybe we can go into the... Let's see, ArenaNet. Was it arenanet.com, maybe? Guild Wars 2? What's the website for Guild Wars 2? guildwars2.com. Let's log into my account on Guild Wars 2. And see if it'll even let me log in. Let's see what it says. It says enter the email code, so it's doing the same thing. Two-factor authorization. It's kind of funny though because Hotmail usually gets emails pretty quick. Definitely a lot faster than when I use Gmail. It's just like, yeah. Easy burn the vision. No, I'm just kind of mad that I can't go. I'm not even getting an email from them. Like, it's not in my junk email. It's not in my regular email. There's nothing from Guild Wars 2. Right? Like, nothing. So now you've got me on another tangent. I'm actually looking at my email. I'm like, oh man, look at all this junk mail. I'm like going through and like, deleting all my junk mail. Sweep. How many email do I have in my inbox? 'Cause I don't use my Hotmail is my old email. I've had this since like 1996 or something. That's how old this email account is. In my inbox, I have 2,331 email. So obviously, a lot of this is just junk. I need to go through and obviously unsubscribe. I have a lot of stuff from my Amazon, Blizzard. I mean, a lot of this is just, your Amazon order updates. Piranha Games. Alright, so forget that. We're not playing Guild Wars 2 because we can't even get into the game. Oh man, do I even know? Like, here, hold on a second. Minecraft? I haven't played Fortnite in like... I played Fortnite when it wasn't Battle Royale. I played Fortnite when it was just the regular, like... And it was fun. I actually really enjoyed that. The first, like... Where it was just like a single player game, kind of. Well, it wasn't... I mean, where you went in and you defended your base. And you had to build up fortifications. And it was actually quite fun. I enjoyed it. So we've got Black Desert. We don't have Lineage 2 though. Did I get an email from... No, I still have not gotten an email from... No email from ArenaNet. It's too bad. We just need it. We need a new MMO, guys. We need like a new one. But Throne and Liberty is not out yet. I mean, I want to play Throne and Liberty, but it's not. Damn it, it's not out yet. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, they got a new teaser. Throne and Liberty is preparing to unveil more about its upcoming MMO this next week. The company has released a teaser for the preview. Where's the teaser? Oh, they've released a new teaser, guys. We gotta watch this.
2022년 12월.
All right, we gotta check this out.
12월. 우리가 그리던 세상을 선보입니다. 낮에는 두근거림이, 밤에는 신비로움이 있습니다.
Okay, we're gonna watch the
이곳은
59-second teaser.
2022년 12월.
December 2022.
우리가 그리던 세상을 선보입니다. 낮에는 두근거림이, 밤에는 신비로움이 있습니다.
All right, I'll see you, Das. Have a good time editing, man.
이곳은 살아 숨쉬고 있습니다.
Thanks for stopping by.
당신은 하늘을 올려다보기도, 드넓은 대지를 내려다보기도 합니다. 모험이 가득한 이 세상은 당신의 꿈이 펼쳐질 곳입니다. 각자의 방식으로 모험을 하고 모든 이가 같이 즐거울 수 있는 이곳에서 당신을 기다리겠습니다.
So I just want to point out this. I'm pretty sure that this big thing in the sky is a rideable mount. So you guys know, pretty sure it is.
모든 이가 같이 즐거울 수 있는 이곳에서 당신을 기다리겠습니다.
I will say the graphics look pretty good. I mean, I always thought that Throne of Liberty looked like Black Desert, but not quite as good. But the water looks quite nice. Now I also want to point out here that these are all players. All these eagles here and birds are actually players in the game. This is your shapeshift form. Everybody in Throne of Liberty is basically a druid. Everybody in Throne of Liberty, I think, who was it who said that? It was Force Gaming who said it first, but everybody in Throne of Liberty is basically a druid because you can shapeshift into a flight form, you have a water form, and you have a land form, right? So that's how you travel around the world. There's no fast travel outside of just the fact that you can shapeshift into these forms to travel, right? Yeah, it's a flying whale. And so this is a player, right? Watch. Because now they're shape-shifting out of their flight form. Okay, so there's a director's preview. Okay, we're gonna live stream this, guys. On 12/27/2022, there is a director's preview of Throne and Liberty. We're definitely gonna watch this because this is the one MMO that's coming out soon, hopefully, like really soon, hopefully within the next couple months. And it's one that I'm going to definitely play a ton, just because I'm really looking for something new to play. I'm tired of playing World of Warcraft. So yeah, so this will definitely be playing this. Music sounds so much like the Ashes of Creation piano. But anyways, so yeah, so they put that out. Let's go back here. So the subtitle translation of the Korean offers, we present the world, blah, 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 blah. The full director's preview will be out on December. So they're doing a director's preview on December 27th. And that's all we know at this point about what to expect from the presentation. Still outside of a couple tiny looks in the past and those internal tests. Oh my God, somebody's doing something outside my window. Oh my God. They're like, sounds like they're running a chainsaw outside my window. What the fuck? Holy hell. Like, what? Let me shut my window because my windows are open. Hold one sec. I know, I shut the windows. It's still, yeah. They're literally out there, like, there's a tree out there that's dying. And I noticed it, like, when I moved in. There's this big, like, live oak, but it's dead. And it looks like it's going to fall over. I think they're chopping that tree down. There literally is a chainsaw out there. Anyway, so if you look at the full director's preview will be out on December 27th. Still outside of the couple tiny looks in the past and those internal tests NCSoft gave a look at a couple of months ago, there hasn't been much. More excitement than for the full presentation to come out next Tuesday. In 1 week, we'll get to see more and maybe learn some more about the features, even more specific release window. NCSoft has been dripping out info about its next slate of new games for a bit, and this looks to be one of the most solid looks yet. So they just keep. This game was actually supposed to come out in 2022, but they delayed it. And I think the reason they delayed it wasn't necessarily because it wasn't really ready. I think the game's ready to go. When they were doing internal tests with it, I think the game's pretty much finished. I think the thing is they're trying to acquire the publisher here in the West, and the rumor is that they're getting Amazon. They're getting Amazon Game Studios to publish, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that because the Amazon Game Studios. I mean, people said that they didn't do the best job with Lost Ark, but I disagree with that. I thought they did a pretty good job publishing Lost Ark, and I thought once they worked out some of their issues with their servers in New World, I think that New World's been pretty bug-free as far as the servers. And the servers run, and you've been able to connect to them without any really major issues. So I don't have a problem with them using Amazon Studios as a Western publisher for for Throne and Liberty. So, but yeah, this game I'm really looking forward to Throne and Liberty. I hope that it does come out soon. If we go here to their YouTube channel, they did also have they have a commentary video here. Here's the director's. This is the teaser. So this came out 7 days ago. I don't even know if I've watched this one yet.
디비전이나 타이탄폴 크라이시스까지 이렇게 슈터라고 하면 딱 생각이 나는 게임들에 대한.
So this is on the LLL game they're working on, which is they said it looks like the Division or Titanfall or even Crysis. I guess it's shooters. So it looks like an FPS game. So I'm not really interested in playing FPS anymore. I played FPS way back in the day. I was really good at it, but FPS is such a different, it's such a different game style. Like when I'm playing FPS, I have to roll my chair back. I'm literally sitting at the edge of my chair with my back straight, my feet like splayed out to the left and right, like, so that my balance is centered over my chair. And I'm ready to use my twitch reflexes to like the utmost of their level. It's a completely different posture when I'm playing FPS. When I'm playing like an MMO, I roll the chair forward, I slide my ass all the way to the back of the chair, I lean back in the chair, throw my arms over the keyboard, and I start going. It's a completely different play style. So, all right, I'll see you, Dale. But anyways, let's Still patching. It's just a completely different type of game style, you know. Yeah, as they cut down trees, I'm probably gonna have a tree coming through my window here any minute. So I tell you what, you know what I want, you know what I think I do want to try out. Maybe I shouldn't because I've been all over the place as usual. But I'm bored. I'm bored of WoW. What is my here? Hold on a second. Turtle WoW. You want me to go back to Turtle WoW? We do have the Turtle WoW. What was I playing on? It was the Paladin, right? Paladin. Look, I've got, oh, they got the 3D XP. Oh god. But I don't know. How do we play? This is an all-in-one launcher. Yeah, we're not gonna play Ascension. we're not gonna play Ascension. If I play anything, it's gonna have to be something different. You know what I mean? I'm only starting up the Embers Adrift launcher just so I can hear the music. I love the music. The music they have for the theme music of the game is actually really good. Check this out. But unfortunately, this game is a grind. Like like I said, I played like 2 hours yesterday, and all I got to was level 2. You know, it is a big time grind. See, I can't kill that mob. That mob would kick my ass. Wait a minute here. The one good thing about games like this is they are a grind, but you know, the sense of accomplishment is obviously a lot better because it takes such an effort to you know, to level up in a game like this. So when someone sees a high level character, like, whoa, man, they seriously put some time into that game, you know. Big damage. Ooh. You can look at the bottom of the screen, my experience bar. Let's see how much it actually moves when I get one kill. Actually, it moved quite a bit. I mean, it moved quite a bit. I mean, as much as you would see it move in like World of Warcraft, you don't want to kill. My inventory must be full. Here's your bag. Oh! My bag is missing. It said my bag was missing. Nowhere to put the tiny deer hoof because your bag is missing. Okay. So, I died, like, yesterday, and I think I dropped my bag, but I don't understand that, because here's my bag, right? So I think, maybe, unless it, like, shows your bag, like, says, here's your bag, what you have in your bag, but you don't currently have it, like, equipped? I don't know. Yeah, the colors are weird. Yeah, definitely, but not the game. I couldn't really play this game, because, I mean, it's a cool game. It's a cool game. I like a lot about the game, but it's just not polished enough, you know? Like, it's just not quite polished enough yet. Maybe if they clean up, I mean, the graphics, I think the biggest thing with it is the colors. Yeah, I found the colors to be really off and the lighting to be really off in this game, in that game. So, but still interesting, you know, interesting game. I'm sure there's it's a very niche game, like Iron Base said. I'm sure a lot of people would find some enjoyment in it. No, here we are, guys, looking at my desktop wallpaper because I'm bored of playing World of Warcraft. This happens to me every couple months. I just get burned out on it. Which is why I haven't reached 60 on any characters recently, because I can only get about 30 levels before I get burned out. And then I have to take a break. You know? Is there any new Steam games? Yeah, well, I can get to like level 20, and then it's just like it's just because I've played the game so many times. I've leveled 1 to 60 a ton, you know. So I just get to a point where I'm like, oh, I'm kind of bored. There is, you know, let's go here. We can play. I don't know why I have King's Son in here, but apparently I do. I think it's like a battle royale though. We got Isles of Adelar. That one's a little bit. This is another old school game with mixed reviews. Old school MMO with mixed reviews. And then all of these other ones just aren't. Well, I guess Sky Climber is early access. Forspoken comes out on January 24th. This is one I'll probably play. You guys haven't seen Forspoken. Hey, have fun, Ironbait. Yep, have fun, dude. I'll talk to you later. But Forspoken's a pretty cool game. It has really nice graphics. Let's see if there's a video.
Althea is
is a sprawling, magical world filled with adventure and discovery. On her quest to save this mystical land from the Tantas, Frey will uncover a variety of interesting detours, formidable challenges, and even a few delightful encounters. Some detours are provided by Athia's local.
Did you see her shoes? She's like wearing tennis shoes. Look at her shoes. Like, she's got like tennis shoes on.
And even a few delightful encounters. Some detours are provided by Athia's locals, who are in desperate need of Frey's help, while other points of interest can be found via marked locations dotting the vast landscape. Scattered across Athia are monuments, sacred stones where the Tantas once stored a fraction of their power. Freeing these landmarks from the corrupting force of the break will allow Frey to grow stronger. Certain monuments will present challenges called flashbacks that can earn Frey mana or other rewards upon completion. These can be attempted directly from the world map and can be repeated as many times as she needs.
Actually, watching, I'm not gonna lie, watching this video makes me not want to play the game. I mean, it looks like a lot of like kind of useless systems. Maybe they're good. I don't know. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more like a Skyrim, like open world exploration type. So that just watching that made me like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Not too sure about that one. Plus the price, the box price of that is like insane. It's like $70. It's like, Jesus. Remember, Bless Global, if you guys haven't had enough of Bless Online, Bless Unleashed, Bless whatever, they're coming out with another game, Bless Global. It's like, how many Bless games can you have? I mean, Bless was made by Pearl Abyss. I think it came out like, how many years ago did it come out? Like 8 years ago, 10 years ago? They just keep re-releasing it as something else. This one looks kind of cool. Okay, if it's gonna play, I don't know. Go. Again, really nice atmospherics on this one, though. You don't have to have great graphics. You just have to have good. I mean, lighting and atmospherics make a big difference. I mean, this game looks beautiful. I mean, I love the look of this. But I think it's. I don't think this is an MMO, though. Did she even jump? She just looked like she flew. But this is just an RPG, so it's not an MMO. But it still looks. I like the graphics. I thought the graphics were cool looking on that one. So these are just games that are on my Steam's wish list. You know, Locust Soul's coming soon. That's coming soon. Isles of Adlar. This one's just like I said. I think this is developed by like one developer. If you go to, I think it was to one developer. Combat is a bit clunky and buggy. Arrows don't seem to do any damage. Less of a game, more of a glimpse of a future game. Actually, this is here. This isn't the one that's made by one developer. It's this one. This one here at Gadonia is literally, this one's actually developed by one guy. And if you go to, let's go to the store page. I purchased this game, but the graphics are just, but it's overwhelmingly positive, which is surprising. The person that said that it's like WoW for introverts really nailed it. The graphics are, well, they are not exactly bad. They are just, they remind me of RuneScape a little, just much better and way more fun and engaging. An excellent one-man project, a real labor of love, 80 out of 100 effort. But this is made by one person. Some floating, janky combat, some of the animations need work. See if there's a review that's recent. November 23rd, November. here. Plenty of areas to grind, and the final battles have good boss fights. Some of the requirements are hard to find to get the final battle, but the exploration options make it a good RPG. So this, I thought this was an MMO, but is this another just straight up RPG? No, it's just an open world RPG, but you can see the graphics of this game. But pretty amazing. This was made, you know, it's always amazing to me that you have one guy that developed, you know, something like this. You know. I actually thought the combat looked pretty good. I mean, the melee combat, he did a pretty good job. I mean, it looks pretty cool, you know. But, you know, the interface and everything. Again, I have a hard time playing games, you know, that are, like, pretty good graphics. You know, I've been spoiled by too many games with good graphics and good game engines. So it's hard for me to play games like this, but... Anyways, I'm going to stop the stream and get something to eat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and play something. I don't know what. I may end up playing Embers Adrift or something. I don't know. But I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. And then I'll decide what I'm going to play. And then I'll come back and stream something. Yeah, I just don't know what. Why am I still hearing that music? I thought I closed... I still hear the music, but Steam's not even... Oh, it is open. I thought it was closed. I thought I had closed Steam. Anyways, yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Or like, I don't know, like 15 minutes or something. Let me get something to eat and think. I don't know. I mean, Embers Adrift is... I mean, I like... There's certain things about Embers Adrift I like that are appealing. The hardest part with Embers Adrift is that it's not very solo-friendly, obviously. I don't like I died, and it was weird that it said it couldn't find my bag. That was really weird. I'm not really sure if that means, because I did die yesterday, and does that mean that my bag's still sitting on the ground somewhere? Let's do Embers Adrift. Cannot find bag. Bag recovery issue. There was an issue tonight after dying. I recovered my bag, but wasn't able to use it. Okay, I never recovered mine. Yeah. I think that I just never recovered my bag, but you would think if you didn't recover your bag, it wouldn't show your bag. Like, I still can hit B for bag and G for the crafting bag, and it still looks like I have the bag, but I'm assuming that it's just saying, well, here's your bag, here's what's in it, but you don't have it with you. So I'll have to figure that out. I may just re-roll and start over and just don't die, but that seems kind of a stupid way to do it because I already put in 2 hours, but I don't think about it. I'll catch you guys, yeah. There's a hole in the bag. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch a guide too on it, on that real quick, just to watch a YouTube video and see, how can you find? Because man, it doesn't show you on the map. So like when you pull up the map, you don't see yourself on the map. So if you die, it's like you're just guesstimating. Where am I? You're just guesstimating. So I think what you're going to do is you're going to be very careful about fights you go into. It's very easy to see which fights you can win and which ones are going to be hard. So that's something that's not really a problem. I haven't run into a lot of areas where they're like mobs are just straight up aggroing to you. They're basically all non-aggressive. So the only reason I died last night was because I made the mistake of, I bit off more than I could chew, basically. So, but yeah, if I did play Embers Adrift, I probably would re-roll because I don't know where my bag is, and it seems like you can't, if you can't find your bag, I don't know. There's a bug there. I mean, that bug seems kind of weird. I don't know. But I don't know, maybe we'll play something else. We could do... I don't know. It's hard. It's like I want to play an MMO that I've never really played before. That's fun, but the problem is I've pretty much played every MMO there is. You know what I mean? I've played them all. And it's hard to go. Like Anime says, just play Guild Wars 2. But I don't know what it is about Guild Wars 2. I don't really enjoy... I mean, I enjoy Guild Wars 2. And I don't enjoy Guild Wars 2. And of course, now I can't even seem to get into Guild Wars 2 because I can't get the freaking email from them. Like here, I got my email still open. We'll see if I actually received the email from Guild Wars 2. Look, I still have not received the email from Guild Wars 2. Like saying, here's your passcode or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So that's pretty effed up. I can't even if I wanted to play Guild Wars 2 right now, it looks like I can't. You know? Yeah. Anyways, I'll think about it. I'll come up with something, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back on stream within the next probably half hour. Peace out.